What were your opinions on the LGBTQ plus community?
Well, I don't think it's one community.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, how could it be? Just mashed together in alphabet soup. Trans is fundamentally in tension with gay, if you ask me.
Hi, everybody. Auntie Speaks. Welcome back. Vivek Ramaswamy. He gets confronted by a blue hair, pansexual something or other, and he gives the most perfect response, and he does it with a smile.
What were your opinions on the LGBTQ plus community?
Well, I don't think it's one community.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, how could it be? Just mashed together in alphabet soup. Trans is fundamentally in tension with gay, if you ask me. But what's your opinion?
I'm personally pansexual, so I was
Okay.
just wondering what your views on same-sex couples were.
I don't have a negative view of same-sex couples, but I do have a negative view of a tyranny of the minority. So I think that in the name of protecting against a tyranny of the majority, and there are times in this country's history where we have had a tyranny of the majority, we have now, in the name of protecting against tyranny of the majority, created a new tyranny of the minority. And I think that that's wrong. I don't think that somebody who's religious should be forced to officiate a wedding that they disagree with. I don't think somebody who is a woman who's worked really hard for her achievements should be forced to compete against a biological man in a swim competition. I don't think that somebody who's a woman that respects her bodily autonomy and dignity should be forced to change clothes in a locker room with a man. That's not freedom, that's oppression. And so I believe that we live in a country where free adults should be free to dress how they want, behave how they want, and that's fine.
Did you see what he did here? Did you see what he did here? He called them out on their authoritarianism. He is calling them out that, look, people, we are not the ones forcing you to do anything. You are now the people who are forcing other people to accept your beliefs, your worldview, your whatever. Even if it goes against everything that we know to be truth, like men are stronger than women. He just calls them out on their BS, and he's not mean. He's not angry. He's doing it in a very calm way where this lady is completely disarmed and listening to him.
But you don't become oppressive by foisting that on others. And that especially includes kids, because kids aren't the same as adults. And so I think adults are free to make whatever choices they want, but do not foist that ideology onto children before children are in a position as adults to make decisions for themselves. And so I think a lot of the frustration in the country, and if I'm being really honest, that I also share, comes from that new culture of oppression where saying those things can actually get somebody punished. And in my case, it's part of why it's my responsibility to say them. And I respect that you may have a different opinion, and that's okay. Part of what makes our country great is that you and I can be civil and have this conversation, and that we live in a country that still gives us, each of us, the right to speak to a presidential candidate and back, and still say that we pledge allegiance to the same nation. So I think that's the beauty of our country, and that's my honest opinion.
Awesome. Well,
Thanks.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you for...
Perfect. Absolutely and utterly perfect. I'm one of those people who I hate listening to politicians talk, especially presidents. I haven't liked to listen to a president talk since, I don't know, maybe Bill Clinton. I liked Bill Clinton. I thought he was pretty awesome, but I was super young back then. So I didn't know that much anyways. But this reminds me of Ronald Reagan. There you go again. He's firm, but he's kind, and he elucidates the huge crater-sized holes in their arguments, which the Republicans of today are basically like, look, we don't care what you do. You can do whatever you want, but you can't do it to kids. They're just pretty obvious. We need to protect women. That means protect their sports and protect their locker rooms and protect them in the jail. You know, you can't have a bunch of guys in their jails. That's not a good plan. Other than that, basically leave us alone. This was a perfect takedown of the activist LGBT movement. I love it. Okay, guys, this was a short one. Thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.